Hello, my beautiful Pisceans. I'm Helen and I am very, very glad that you have decided to join me today for this love life reading that I haven't done before. So very, very exciting stuff. But yeah, today more specifically, what I wanted to do is to look into where you are currently in your own energy, where your love life is, or what is your love life's current energy. And then I also want to go a bit deeper, looking at what you are walking away from, what you are currently focused on in your love life, and what kind of energy is coming towards you. So this is what we're going to be doing. Now, if you are familiar with tarot readings here on YouTube and you've been on my channel before, then just go ahead and jump straight to the reading. But if you are new to my channel, or if you're new to tarot readings in general, then just a couple of things to bear in mind for you guys. So please always remember that these are general readings, which means that the messages coming through might not resonate for every single one of you. You might be very, very drawn to some parts of this reading, and that might apply to you 100%, but then other parts might not apply at all. So just take the pieces that do resonate and leave everything else behind. Now, if you feel that nothing really is resonating for you in this one, then I would also recommend checking out your moon and your rising sign readings as well. And if you don't know what your moon and your rising sign readings are, or your moon and your rising signs, I should say, then go in the description box. You will find a link there and you'll be able to create your birth chart, which will tell you all about your moon and your rising sign and a lot of different information that's really, really interesting besides that. So yeah, definitely recommend checking that out as well. And also, please always remember that you are the master of your own life. You have all the power, okay? You have the ability to change your life, to make out of it what it is that you want. So I'm just the messenger delivering these messages, but ultimately it is up to you to decide what you want to do or what you don't want to do with these messages. So anything negative or anything that you don't really like or that you don't want to take on board, you can absolutely just disregard and let go of, and you don't have to claim those messages. Okay? Right, so without further ado, let's just jump straight in. I have prepared all the decks and I also tapped into your energy intuitively. So as always, if you want to know what decks I'm using in this reading, go ahead and look in the description box. I will list all of them there. But now, as I was tapping into your energy, I just got an image in my head, and that very rarely happens. I very rarely get images, like visual images in my head. That can sometimes happen, but it's very rare. But for you, I saw a very clear and calm lake, and there was a boat, this beautiful white wooden boat, and someone was sitting in it, and they were just paddling themselves on this very, very quiet and serene river. And it was almost, it looked like one of those like Renaissance paintings, or like it was very, very it just looked so beautiful, but it was really old as well. So what I got from that for you was that you may be kind of going down memory lane a bit, maybe. You may be feeling a bit nostalgic. You may be very much focused on your memories, focused on the past, focused on what you've been through and how you feel about all of that and what you miss. For some reason, I do get a slight like melancholy vibe, and I'm also getting a bit teary-eyed, and I can again like getting a bit emotional, almost like you're sad that you've lost something, or that you've had to let something go or someone go. So it feels like you're revisiting some events or some memories from the past, and maybe wishing that you could like go back to them or something like that. But I do get a more nostalgic vibe from this. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the cards say. But let's start with your energy. This is the Moonchild Tarot deck. Please show me Pisces current energy. Oh, we actually have two. We have the Devil, Capricorn energy, And we have the Seven of Cups in reverse, which is scorpionic energy. Very interesting stuff. So this is what you are going through right now. Or this is where you are right now. I'm not actually surprised that the devil came through, because as I said, I was feeling this nostalgic sense, and the devil is very much about wanting to cling on to stuff, not wanting to let go, not wanting to move with the wheel of change, wanting to grab on and hold on to what it knows, what is familiar and what is comfortable, even if that is not necessarily the best environment to be in. So I do get this nostalgic sense with the Devil card. And especially because we have the Seven of Cups in reverse, which tells me that you're not really allowing yourself to see any future opportunities, or any opportunities that might actually be all around you. They might be surrounding you. You might have all of these beautiful new avenues right in front of you, but it's almost like you're not allowing yourself to see them, or you're not able to see them because you're so stuck in the past. Oh, that's so interesting. We have divine wisdom as the underlying energy, but it's in reverse. And for the Scorpio reading that I just did, they also had divine wisdom, but it was in the upright position. That's very interesting to me. So yeah, it's almost like you've what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost like you've turned the tap off, the tap of like intuition and divine wisdom and divine guidance. It's almost like you can't hear any of that is trying to pull you towards change, towards movement, towards walking towards the new chapter in your life, because you're keeping yourself so heavily invested and stuck in the past, in the has-been. And as I said, I do get an emotional aspect with it as well. There's a certain kind of sadness that I feel with this nostalgia. And I also do get that, okay, that is a very, very, very specific message. But if you've lost your spouse, or if you've lost your partner, I mean, like actually, like that they passed away, then I do get that you might be prohibiting yourself from moving forward. You might be prohibiting yourself from looking at any other options. That's what I get. But this is, as I said, this is a very, very, very specific message that's coming through. I just get this stagnancy, and looking at the past, not wanting to move forward, looking at the past. Let's see where your love life is currently. So let's look at your love life's energy. Please show me Pisces current love life energy. Please show me the energy of Pisces current love life. Oh, we have the Hierophant, and it is upside down. It's in the reverse. That is Taurian energy. Oh, and we have the Five of Swords, which is Aquarian energy, if I'm not mistaken, at the bottom of the deck. And it's interesting that both of those are number 5s. So the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, again, because it's in the reverse, so it tells me that there's a certain kind of blockage, there's a certain kind of non-movement that is happening. And because this is because we have the Hierophant, it tells me that it's like you're fighting your higher self, or it's like you're fighting your inner knowledge, your intuition. Like I feel like, so whatever you believe in, whatever you resonate with, whether you believe in angels, whether you believe in spirit guides, whether you believe in God or fairies or whatever you believe in, right? But this like divine source energy that is around you, that is supporting you, that is guiding you, that is within you as well, but it's also around you. And I feel like I feel like you are ignoring it, or like you're not paying attention to those messages, to the calls that are trying to come through. So, and it's so strange that it's such a spiritual message for a love reading, but that's what I'm getting. That it's almost like you are rebelling against yourself. That's so strange. That is so strange. And again, even with so we have the Five of Swords as the underlying energy, right? Oh my God. And behind that we have the Six of Cups, which is not Piscean. It's also Scorpionic. And the Six of Cups is absolutely all to do with like nostalgia, looking back, living in the past, thinking of the good days that have gone by and all that kind of energy. And because, well, even though it's beneath the Five of Swords, that's the main underlying energy, I do get a sense that it's almost like you are focused on any of like the mistakes that you've made in the past. It's like you're so focused on them that it's almost like it's like a fixation. I get the word fixation, that you're just like focused and fixated and so drawn into all of the past experiences that you deem to have been mistakes, that you're marinating in that kind of nostalgia, that kind of energy, that the energy of loss, or the energy of what you don't have anymore. And that's what's keeping you from moving forward, and that's what's keeping your love life from leveling up, from moving on to a new level. It's not letting your higher self speak to you and call you in the direction that it wants you to go, that it wants you to ascend. I'm going to put them somewhere over here so that you would be able to see them, but that they wouldn't be in my way. Okay. So, okay. I'm going to go a bit deeper. So, using the Fountain Tarot, I want to see what it is that you are walking away from, what it is that you are currently focused on in your love life, and what kind of energy is coming towards you. So, starting off with what it is that you are leaving behind. So please show me, what is Pisces walking away from regarding their love life? What is Pisces walking away from regarding their love life? Oh, wow, beautiful. We have the Five of Swords come out again. That was the underlying energy, right? That is the fixation energy of all of the so-called mistakes that you've made in the past. That's what you're moving away from. That's what you're letting go. I love that this came out for you. Oh, and we have the King of Coins as the underlying energy, Taurian energy. And the Five of Swords, more of that Aquarian energy. So, Five of Swords, yeah. I feel like that's, for some reason I feel like that's you. Like you are the main perpetrator, I want to say. Or it's almost like you see yourself as the villain, or you see yourself as someone who did something wrong, someone who messed something up. And because we have the King of Coins as the underlying energy here, it might be that this was a certain kind of relationship that you had with someone, maybe a King of Coins person. So someone who is very pragmatic, someone who is very stable, very secure within themselves, but also knows what they want from other people. They also have a certain kind of reliability, or that, I should say, they have a certain quality that you know that you will be able to rely upon them, that they're very secure, they're very firm, and they just have it together. Especially in the material realm, right? They are like very physically secure, both in the financial sense, but also like where they are in their life, but also like as a person. I know that not a lot of tarot readers see the King of Coins in that way, but for me, the King of Coins is like the all all around family man, because it's like they have the material security to provide for their family, but they're also very like grounded, and they're very present in the world and in their surroundings. So to me, this is very much because it's a counterpart to the Queen of Coins as well. So it's very much that earthy, that family-oriented energy. But yeah, I get a sense that maybe you perceive yourself as the wrongdoer in a certain situation, and for some reason I do feel like it's a very specific relationship that you're thinking of, a very specific circumstance or relationship, and yeah, it's almost like the decisions or the choices you made cost you this relationship with this person. That's the message that I'm getting, or that's what I feel like, and that's what you seem to be. That's what you seem to be so sad about, or in your head about losing, or it's almost like you can't seem to move on from that. Even though the relationship has ended, I feel like you're still, like, energetically speaking and emotionally speaking, you seem to be very much present in that circumstance, in that relationship. Like you can't move forward, and for some reason I feel like you can't forgive yourself. That's what's coming through very strongly. You can't forgive yourself because we have the Hierophant in reverse. So it's almost like even though your higher self is calling you, and as I said, like the spiritual realm around you is maybe trying to pull you away from that to keep you moving forward, or maybe it's even trying to give you some information or some truths about the situation, or maybe help you to see things in a different light. It's almost like you are blocking all of that, and you are keeping yourself in this mental torment of what it is that you did in the past. That seemed a fairly specific message, but I hope that it's making sense. So let's look at what it is that you are currently focused on, because as I said, I feel this is such a positive. I love that this card came out, because it tells me that you are leaving that mental torment behind, that you are walking away from that. You are slowly but surely leaving that behind. So let's see, what is Pisces currently focused on regarding their love life? What is Pisces currently focused on regarding their love life? Oh, thank you. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse, Sagittarian energy. Oh yeah, and the Emperor, Aries energy at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like you are trying to kind of, I feel like what you're focused on right now is regaining your kind of sense of self and stability, because it seems to me that you've been in this, like, both the Five of Swords and the Nine of Wands, they're kind of difficult energies to be in. With the Nine of Wands, it's almost like I feel that you've been maybe, again, as I said, you've been keeping yourself stuck, right? You've been keeping yourself in this past energy. So now it seems to me that you are working towards, like, lowering your defenses or lowering these barriers, and maybe even like coming out of this very like rigid way of thinking, because I feel like you're gaining some kind of stability here. And I love that behind that we have the Page of Cups, by the way. Behind that we have the Page of Cups. So it's like you are rebuilding your emotional stability. I do feel like it's very much to do with your emotional space and your emotional well-being. And at the moment, you seem to be very much focused on putting the pieces back together. letting go of being so incredibly fixated on the past. It seems to me that that's, even though that's what I feel like where you are right now, and that's what you are mainly focused on, I do feel like that's the energy that you are leaving behind and the energy that you're currently in. I feel like they're almost like interlaced, that they are kind of blending into one, and you are just like you're slowly coming out of that. You're slowly coming out of that. Yeah, with the Nine of Wands, I do feel like there's a certain sense of you having given up as well. Maybe on yourself, but also it might also be that on like future loves. As I said, it's with the Seven of Cups in reverse, I do feel like it's almost like you're not allowing yourself to see the possibilities that are right in front of you. You're not allowing to see them. You're closing yourself off from them. But it's like you are, well, that's what you are, right? That's where you are right now, right? Because you're in this nostalgia state. But because the Five of Swords is here in this position, that this is what you are slowly walking away from. This is telling me that you are leaving it in the past. You are going to move away from this, like tormenting yourself and being super harsh on yourself for the so-called mistakes that you made in the past. And you are rebuilding your foundation, your structure, and putting the pieces back together again, which is beautiful. But let's look at the energy that is coming towards you. So please show me what energy is coming towards Pisces regarding their love life. What is coming towards them in their love life? Oh. We have Strength in reverse, which is Leo energy, but that kind of turned itself upside down. So we have the Knight of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. That's the underlying energy, which is Piscean, your energy. Okay, so we have this Strength in reverse, this Leo energy. So this is the energy that is coming towards you. You know, I just feel with this Strength card that the defenses are down. That's what I'm hearing with this Strength in reverse. The defenses are down. The defenses are down. So it's like you might be able to like actually connect with this more raw side of yourself, this more authentic side of yourself. You may be able to actually release the emotion that is tied to this past, because when you release it, that's when you will be able to actually heal it, right? When you allow yourself to feel it, when you allow yourself to go through the emotions and to experience the emotions, let them surface, let them come forward. And I mean, I know that you have no problem with going through your emotions. I mean, you're a water sign, so, and a highly intuitive one at that. So you have no issue whatsoever swimming and diving deep into your emotions. And I want to clarify the Strength card as well, because it's interesting to me, but because the underlying energy is the Knight of Cups in reverse as well, I do almost feel like you are allowing all of this like emotional gunk that is maybe like working these horrible thoughts in your head, and maybe like where you're blaming yourself, or you feel guilty, or you feel just really, I think you just feel awful. That's the energy that I'm getting. I feel like those kinds of energies, all of this emotional gunk is going to come to the surface. You're actually going to allow it to come up, and that way you'll be able to heal it and move forward from the past. Because even though sometimes it is good, it is nice, and it's positive to look back at the past, and just reminisce on the beautiful moments that we've had with someone. But it's not good to get stuck in that, especially when those kinds of memories bring forward in you any kind of self-defeating talk, any kind of negative outbursts that you have towards yourself. That's just like, that's indicating that there is some kind of pain that is yet to be dealt with, and it's just best to allow it to come forward and to actually deal with those emotions so that you'll be able to heal and move forward. Because I feel like that's what your higher self is trying to do. That's what your higher self is trying to get you to move towards, to walk away from the past, to not be stuck in it, to not be fixated on it. But it seems to me that you are like not really able to listen to that right now. But I do want to clarify. I definitely want to clarify the 9 of Wands in reverse, and I want to clarify the Strength card in reverse. And I also just wanted to point out, because I feel that it's funny to me, because the Knight of Cups, we have that as the underlying energy, which was in reverse, but behind that we have the 6 of Cups in reverse, which, if you remember, was the underlying. So we had the 5 of Swords, right, and the 6 of Cups. So we have both of those cards come out. The 5 of Swords is something you're leaving behind, and now we have the 6 of Cups as in reverse, that you are also, it tells me that you are also moving away from this past nostalgic emotional pain. And behind that we have the Hierophant, which is, and this one is upright, which is your love life's current energy. So I do feel like you're able to work through that if you allow these energies to surface. But we're going to clarify, I do want to clarify these energies more specifically. So let's start with the 9 of Wands in reverse as what it is that you are focused on currently. Oh. We have the Fool card. Wow, Aries energy. Oh, and the 9 of Cups at the bottom. Okay. One more, please. Please clarify the 9 of Wands. Oh. We have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, interesting. And Strength in reverse. Which we have as the energy that you're walking towards. So again, a connection there, definitely. But so this energy that you're fixated on, that you're focused on right now, we have the Fool, which is, as I said, Aries energy, or it can also be Aquarian energy, because this is a Uranus card. And we have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, which is Capricorn energy. Yeah, I feel like you are, as I said, right, you're putting the pieces back together, but it's like you're walking away from this, being in this in-between state, or where you're like going kind of back and forth between where you are right now and the past. And I feel like the past energy has really been affecting you. So as I said, I feel like you're letting go of that, or you're surrendering. You're surrendering all this past influence. You're letting that go, and you are allowing yourself to walk towards a new path. You're allowing yourself to rediscover new avenues. But I feel like it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not something that will just happen with a flick of the finger. It's definitely something that you're going to have to work at. But yeah, I do feel like you will absolutely get there. Absolutely, definitely. Because we have the 5 of Swords as something that you are walking away from. So this energy that is tying to this Hierophant in reverse, that is keeping your love life stuck, that's what you're walking away from. You're walking away from this self-sabotaging pattern where you are just like punishing yourself. I feel like you're punishing yourself for the past. And that's coming to an end. That's coming to an end. You're turning over a new leaf. You're turning over a new leaf. And again, you're allowing the strength in reverse, right? The energy that is coming towards you. You're allowing all of these emotional wounds and pains to surface, to show themselves, so that you would be able to go through them and heal them. But I do also want to look at this strength in reverse. So let's see what else we can find out. Please clarify the strength in reverse for me. Give me 2 cards for the strength in reverse. Oh. We have death, scorpionic energy. I'm not surprised. I have a feeling that we're going to have a lot of the death card come out in these readings for a lot of the signs, because it is Scorpio seasons when I'm filming this. We have the Knight of Cups, which is, again, we have so many repeat cards actually. It's kind of shocking. Knight of Cups, your energy, Piscean, and death, scorpionic energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Swords, which is Libra energy. So I do feel like you are transforming. You are going through this. You're going through this emotional transformation. You're going through this tunnel, and when you come out the other end, you're going to be different. And I don't want it to sound scary. I don't want it to sound scary, because we are constantly changing. Actually, like when I say that you're going to go through a tunnel and you're going to come out different, we actually do that every single day. Like even like little changes that we don't maybe even recognize as little cycles of transformation that we go through. That's what it is. Like, even let's say that you decide to stop smoking, even though that's not really a small change, but it can be even that. Like, once you actually think to yourself, okay, I'm going to stop smoking. I'm never going to smoke another cigarette in my life again. When you do it, you change. You are a different person. And even if you don't like consciously take like these changes and these big steps to like change your life or your routine, even then, as time progresses, you are still constantly changing and shifting, whether you realize it or not. But because this is a love reading, I do feel, and because we have this Knight of Cups, right, I do feel like the way that you give of yourself in relationships and the way that you see yourself, for some reason I feel like this is very much, again, it seems to be very much focused around you. We had the same thing with Scorpio. It seems to be very much focused around you and your own personal development, and that seems to be going through a very, very strong shift. And again, I feel like it is for the better, but as with every single transformation, as with every single change, it may feel uncomfortable, it may feel scary, it may feel just unfamiliar. And I feel like that's why you are currently in this Devil and 7 of Cups in reverse energy. It's because this is what you know, this is what you've been in, this is what's comfortable. And as I said, even if it's not something that's actually good for you, right? We had the 5 of Swords kind of mentality where you are like beating yourself up for something that happened in the past. Maybe you are not allowing yourself to explore or go into any other relationships. Maybe you are like, maybe it's happening on an unconscious or subconscious level, but maybe you are like sabotaging yourself so that you wouldn't like actually get into any committed relationships with anyone new, because it's like, because you're punishing yourself for what happened in the past or for what you did in the past, in a past relationship. Maybe you feel that you don't deserve to have true love, that you don't deserve to be happy, when in truth you do. Like, everyone does, you absolutely do. And I think it's just a matter of like being able to let go of this past wound that happened, that is keeping you in that mentality, so that you would be able to let it go and move towards a more healthy mindset, Because this is very, very self-defeating stuff, and it's like, it's not doing anyone any good. I just, poor Pisces, really, if this is your reading, then I'm just, my heart goes out to you, because it's really, I really, really, really do sympathize. And I know, I've been there, trust me, I know, it's not easy. It's not easy if you are battling with these kinds of thoughts and emotions. But I feel like it's the ultimate way to gain peace. And I love that we have the Four of Swords as the underlying energy, because that tells me that you are coming to this state of equilibrium, to the state of peace, to the state of surrender, where your mind is not battling yourself anymore. You're coming to this place of rest, where you feel calm and just in this peaceful and still state, you will be able to move on to where your heart is calling you. But yeah, as I said, I do feel like you need to go through this transformation process, where you are releasing and letting go of the past, where you're healing the past and letting it fall away, and you're going to move towards the new with a more open heart. But again, it might not be comfortable. It might not be very pleasant, especially when these like past pains and anything maybe that you've repressed, if all of that stuff comes to the surface, comes to the forefront, it may be painful. It might not be the most easy process to go through. But again, because this is the strength card, right? We have the strength. So that tells me that you have it within you. Like, we all have strength within us, and sometimes we're not aware of just how much strength we actually possess, because you are a very powerful being. You are a very, very, very powerful and strong human being, and yeah, you can do this. You can absolutely do this. It's just going to require you to sit with those emotions a bit and to actually work through them, to be willing to go through this tunnel, right? To go through the tunnel, even if it's dark and scary for a while, but you will come out the other end. And again, you will be so much happier, so much more at peace, and then things will start moving again. I also want to get a couple of oracle cards for you, just to get some additional information for you regarding the spread. And this is the Work Your Light oracle, so let's see what we can find out with this. Please give me any additional messages, any additional messages you have for Pisces regarding this spread. Oh, whoa. Wow, okay. Sorry, I made a bit of a mess over here, so trying to kind of put them back in place. But we have the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Exactly what I said. So I feel like this is tying in so beautifully with this death card. So as you're going through this transformation, and as I said, it may feel uncomfortable, it may feel scary, it may bring up a lot of stuff that you maybe do not want to face. But again, it's all happening for you. It's in your benefit. Or for your benefit, I should say, because allowing you to go through those emotions and those thoughts and feelings and everything that you may have suppressed for the longest time, or that are still like holding on to you, allowing those to surface, allowing yourself to feel them and to heal them, it will allow you to move on with just a more light heart, with a more light being. And once you are able to forgive yourself and move forward, like, your whole energetic vibration is going to rise, and you'll be able to bring in so much more positive experiences, and it's just going to be a more beautiful, a more kind of blessed state. So again, even though the process itself of going through a transformation or going through like any kind of healing work, even though it's uncomfortable and painful, once you come out of it, it's going to be so worth it. So worth it. So yeah, again, it's happening for you and never to you. Okay, what do we have at the bottom? Oh, interesting. We have Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. And now, even though this is a very, very spiritual deck for some reason, especially like light seed oriented deck, I felt very strongly that I needed to use this deck for this reading. And regardless of like whether you believe in that or whether you believe yourself to be a light seed or light worker or star seed. Why did I combine those two? That was weird. But yeah, star seed or light worker, whether you define yourself as such or not, I just wanted to point out that I love the word that it says longing, because that's what I felt with the nostalgia energy, right? This Devil and the Seven of Cups in reverse that you are in right now. This longing for the past. So yeah, it's just funny to me that that's at the bottom of the deck. But let's see. I also want to get one last oracle card from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. So let's see if we can get any last messages. Any last messages for Pisces regarding this spread? Oh, we have blessings. Oh, I love this. This is beautiful. And we also have all these, like, I'm not exactly sure what kind of flowers they are, but we have these like pink little pink flowers blooming and blossoming over here, which is just, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, and we have purity at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, to me, it's just, again, what is reinforcing in me is that basically, once you purify, once you go through this like releasing of this emotional gunk and baggage that you're carrying with you from the past, that is keeping you in this like state of mental turmoil, or where you're punishing yourself or keeping yourself stuck or not allowing yourself to experience the joy and beauty that we came here on this planet to experience. Once you go through that and you release that, all of these beautiful blessings can come into your life. All of these beautiful new relationships, all of these, because as I said, I feel like the Seven of Cups, it's in reverse just because you are kind of making it be in reverse. I'm sorry if that's coming out in a kind of harsh way. It's like it's just because you're not allowing yourself to see these wonderful new opportunities. It's like you're pushing them away. But as soon as you go through this, as soon as you let yourself go through this process of releasing and going through this tunnel of transformation, once you allow yourself to do that, you will have so much room for all of these beautiful, beautiful things to come into your life. And I also just wanted to point out that we have, in the Mintakan image, we have all of this beautiful water on the card. And it's just reminding me of this mental image that I got as I was tapping into your energy with the river and all that. And even though I know that's not a river, it doesn't seem to be a river, it just reminded me of that. So honestly, I feel like it's kind of a very cohesive story, and I don't feel like I need to add anything else. So all I can say to you is just to allow the feelings and the emotions, and allow yourself to feel the pain that you've maybe been holding on to but that you haven't worked through. Allow yourself to feel the pain, to deal with the emotions, to go back to that painful time, or even though I feel that you are there anyway, but it seems that you're just like focusing on everything that you've lost. But maybe try and focus on why you see it as such a loss, or why you feel that you are kind of worse off now that you don't have this connection in your life anymore. just really working through all of these emotions and the past situation and what happened and what your part in that was, and just trying to really work through that. And once you do, I feel like you'll be able to heal, you'll be able to forgive yourself, you'll be able to connect back with your spirit guides, with your own inner divine wisdom, and you'll be able to move forward. Because as I said, I feel like this is such a spiritual card, but because, I mean, we're talking about your love life, and even though this is such a spiritual card, I just feel like there's this blockage and there's this stagnancy, and it's all kind of just waiting behind this clearing out of space. I'm hoping that it made sense, but it seems to me that the way that things are moving, that you're walking away from this self-tormenting energy, and you're moving towards healing and working through your emotions and working through those painful memories, and actually releasing it and forgiving yourself and allowing yourself to move towards these beautiful, beautiful things, which, as the card suggests, are going to come in. So yeah, hang in there. Really, just hang in there and know that you are not alone in this, and know that you have the strength within you. We had the strength come out twice. So yeah, you are a very, very powerful being, okay? Never, ever, ever forget that. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. I hope that this reading resonated with you, or that it at least gave you something useful to think about. If this was your message and if you resonated with this reading, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It would help me so much, and it would help other people find this channel more easily. And in that way, I could hopefully help even more people. And if you did find something from this, and if you resonated with this, then please let me know in the comment section as well. It would mean so much to me. And lastly, if you enjoyed my energy and the kind of readings that I do, then don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already, and in that way you won't miss out on my upcoming readings. But yeah, I'm going to leave you guys with this. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'm sending you so much love and light. Please take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.